welcome back. Time for the Buzz, 106.1 ESPN. Thanks for locking us in, loading us up here on your hometown sports source. And the Queen Bee buzzing by the studio. Greetings, Rachel. How are you today?
Greetings and salutations. I'm all right, Devin. How about yourself?
I'm fantastic. We missed you last week, but I know you had some family matters to attend to. Sorry about your loss.
Yes, thank you. I want to actually dedicate the show to my grandfather, who was a badass. He passed away in 93 a couple of days ago, and he was actually a huge fan of listening to the show in Ohio. So this show is for you, Grandpa.
I love it. I love it. Gramps, this one's for you. What's our lead story?
All right, here we go. So Brett Favre, we're talking about Something About Mary. We all remember Brett Favre and Something About Mary. It was a great, great cameo. So apparently, though, he was actually the third choice for the role. Do you have any idea who the first two choices were?
Dan Marino.
No, actually, that would have been a good one, though. I think, no, Drew Bledsoe, actually, because, with the Patriots, he was like the big man at the time. But apparently there was a mosh incident right before that. They were casting it, and he decided that probably wouldn't be the best idea where a woman actually got hurt in a mosh pit. I don't really know. And then the second one was actually Steve Young, but Steve Young decided he couldn't do it because the Mormon kids would be sneaking into a rated R movie, and he said he couldn't have that. Which makes it even better for you to like this story for your show.
So this is a Farrelly Brothers movie, right?
Yes, exactly. Farrelly Brothers movie, which are pretty much always R-rated comedies if they're going to do it.
Yep.
So eventually they went to Favre, and Favre actually joked, I never would have done it had I known that. And Bledsoe actually said that missing out on the role was one of the greatest regrets of his life.
Wow. Really? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Really.
All right.
Really.
I'm going to go see this movie now. I haven't heard a lot about this movie, but I think...
Wait, whoa. Something About Mary? You've never seen Something About Mary?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Came out in like 98.
Really?
You're a little behind. Yeah.
Dude, I'm not a movie goer. I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it. I have to go see it now. Now that I know the backstory.
Years late.
I know. Come on. How many times have you seen it? Like 30?
Probably, because it's always on.
Well, I go to movies that my wife drags me to. Otherwise, I watch sports. I'm not a big movie guy, so I don't know if I've ever seen this. Maybe I'll have to go get it on. Is it on Netflix?
At this point, it's probably there. It might be a little too old for Netflix. I don't know.
All right. Am I a loser because I've never seen Something About Mary?
I'm just shocked. I've never talked to anyone who's never seen it.
Really? It's a new first. All right. Well, I'm glad I could oblige you today.
There you go. Teaching. All right. Here we go. So we're going to LeRon McClain. He's a former NFL fullback.
Yes.
Yes. The drug felony trafficking charges. Now, I get it. He's playing for the Chargers. They cut him in March to save it, salary cap space. So clearly he thought he needed the money. Clearly that wasn't the right way to go about the money.
Well...
So when the police went to serve a warrant at his home, his mom said he had fled the state, except that he was arrested 3 hours later, so clearly he didn't get too far.
Oh, jeez. So what kind of drugs was he trafficking?
It was spice, which is the synthetic cannabis.
Oh, I don't know. I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things you're just like, really, dude? Like, that, there's probably better. I mean, you could go sell cars. Like, what's his face on the off season? Like, what's the joke?
Like Josh Gordon? Is that who you're talking about?
Josh Gordon, exactly.
Oh, all right. Well, he gets our Bonehead of the Week award during bit of the Buzz.
Winner, chicken dinner to him. Good job, man. All right, so here we go. So, junior hockey players were actually suspended this week for saying awful things on Tinder to women. Now, okay, so Jake Marchment, who's a Kings 6th-round draft pick, and Greg Betzold, they're both of the Ontario Hockey League. So they were suspended for 15 games each at a league Wednesday. And so apparently they've been calling girls C-word, been calling them ugly, fugly, the whole 9 yards. Now, Tinder is a dating app. I think I've mentioned it on the show before for people. It's a terrible dating app, and people often say awful, awful things on this app. So they just happen to get caught is the difference.
Well, I don't know that we always think hockey player, Stanford grad. I just don't. Those two don't correlate for me. So this is not shocking to me. I haven't heard this. I haven't heard about this story, but
nice work. And they apologize. Of course, they apologize, saying they made terrible decisions. Yes, clearly, because you were caught. But other than that, they would have just kept on going. But the league was literally like, that's fine that you're supposed to be sorry. You're supposed to spend a 15 games.
Love
See
it.
you later.
Love it.
Exactly. All right, so here we go. Bookies are now placing odds on NASCAR fights because of that awesome fight. That was so sweet with Jeff Gordon. He was so awesome. Did you see that fight?
Yeah, I saw it. Keselowski again. I have mixed feelings on that fight. I thought that Keselowski raced to win. I know Gordon was frustrated, but I think fighting for ratings with other sports right now and tempers flaring towards the end of the chase here. I don't necessarily know that it's a bad thing. I think the crews escalated that, and they didn't penalize either of the drivers. The crews did get some penalties though.
Exactly, but the odds on a fight happening in general at the next race is 5-1. So now NASCAR, awesome, and it hasn't been that exciting since someone slapped Max Pappas, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
So now we've got the fight, we got the slapping. Come on, bring it on. NASCAR of all things should have more fights.
I'm a big NASCAR fan. I don't encourage fighting though. This is a family show.
Okay, well, fine. You can say what you like. I think it would be kind of exciting, like hockey.
Who's betting on fighting in NASCAR, though? That's what I want to know. Are you kidding me?
People with way too much time on their hands.
Or way too much money, either one.
Both, or either. Or they could be broken still doing it. Who cares?
What's our next story?
All right, so this youth hockey coach in North Delta, BC, was actually fired for being a fan of the Nazis. So and obviously, you can't be a Nazi coach to hockey, which is what one parent said. And so he works mostly with grades 6 through 9, and he insists he's not a Nazi, but he's a big history buff who believes there was no such thing as the Holocaust and that the Germans were actually doing their best to save the lives of the Holocaust victims. And all over his Facebook page was Nazi propaganda, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, right. Get over it. You're a Nazi sympathizer. See you later. Don't be coaching kids. Bye. So,
well put. No comment.
Exactly. All right, fine. So, okay, we're going to go on to the story. This story's been everywhere, but with my beloved but horrible Jets, it has to be said. The Jets banner, the plane with the banner.
Fire John Idzik banner.
Yes,
yes.
the GM John
yes.
Idzik banner. I mean, come on. And, of course, the Jets, if you didn't hear, I think it was today, they had a Go Jets banner flying over their practice now.
I don't know why everybody's blaming Idzik, though. I mean, he hasn't had that much time on the job to reconstruct this team and make it his own, and he's dealing with a lot of other trash. So
exactly. It's Rex Ryan. Get Rex Ryan out of there, please.
Well, I think people like Rex Ryan. I just don't know if he's surrounded himself and got the person. I don't know. It's a grease fire in Jetland right now. That's for sure.
I know, but the best part is the guys behind Fire John Idzik is actually .com actually has crowdfunded 3 separate billboards to spread their call for the future, but it has nothing to do with the banner. It's a separate action by a different group. So there's like tons of groups popping up all over.
Yeah. Well, Idzik's got thick skin. I'm actually a fan of his because he came over from Seattle, so I'm probably the wrong person to jump on the Fire Idzik bandwagon. I just don't think he's been given a fair shot. I know the ruthless media in New York can be brutal, but I just don't think he inherited a lot to work with. I think it's going to take some time. I mean, just like it has, with Dennis Lindsay, he made some unpopular decisions with the Jazz. I mean, he didn't keep Paul Millsap, got nothing in return for Big Al Jefferson, and yet all of a sudden last night everybody was saying, hey, he's rebuilt this team, he's got the coach in place, he got the young personnel, and they just beat LeBron in the Cavs. So I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens out there with the Jets.
Sigh, my beloved Jets. How sad it is to be a fan. Anyway.
All right, final story, and then let's play some bus time trivia.
Okay, this is a great one. Cristiano Ronaldo, the man that we love to hate, because it's just the way it is. So a year ago was the underwear line that he put out. And so in celebration, his team has memorialized the occasion by baking him a cake of his own crotch, which there are pictures of him then cutting into and eating.
Oh, my
what
goodness.
What could be better than that?
can think of a lot of things. I can think of a million things better than that, unless you hate him, and then you're like, And anyway, I'm not going there. That is the buzz. We'll take a quick break. Buzz time trivia. We want your phone calls. 673-9398. When we come back, 673-9398. We got some great prizes on tap, and we'll play after this.
Live from the One Law Studios, it's the best in sports on 106.1 Sports Radio ESPN.
Buzz time trivia, 673-9398. Fighters in your corners. We've got Brian and the Queen Bee one-on-one, and are you ready, fighters?
I think so. Let's do this.
All right, Rachel, what's our first question?
Okay, so let's give what we're playing for today. How many championships have they won?
I love it.
Some NBA players, some NFL players, and some MLB players.
All right.
All right, we're going to stop with the NBA. Michael Jordan, how many championships has he won?
NBA championships, that would be 6.
Correct. We started off with the winner today.
Dig. Brian, I've got a 4-pack of tickets to go see the Storm Saturday night, okay?
Okay.
All right, nice job. Brian, 1 for 1 right out of the chute. That was probably the easiest question of them all.
Oh, I know. I had to get them all, lubricated up to go. Go!
All right, we need another contestant. Hit us up, 673-9398. And back to the phone lines. What's your name? Barry, here's your question.
Bill Russell, how many NBA championships?
11.
Oof, man, these guys are good today.
11 is correct?
Yeah.
You said that with such disgust. Come on.
You know I don't give it away prizes here.
Barry, got another 4-pack for you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you got it. These tickets for Saturday night, Dixie State's home finale against arch rival Central Washington University. Need another contestant. How many championships? 673-9398. Back to the phone lines we go. Who's this? Justin, here's your question.
Scottie Pippen.
5 seconds, Dustin. Come on.
No,
Yahweh. I couldn't hear her.
Oh, she said Scottie Pippen. How many titles?
6. Oh,
I need to do harder people than, the best of the best.
That is correct. Well, you just did Jordan. Were you trying to throw him off with that question?
Well, yeah.
They played together. Oh, my gosh. All right, Dustin, nice job. 4-pack of tickets for you, Dixie State, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Was it Dustin or Justin? I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you very good. Justin with a J. Gotcha.
We're going to go
when is that game?
Saturday night, 6:05, Hanson Stadium.
I'll have to give them away. I'm going to be out of town.
Okay. Find a home for him. Let's go back to the phone lines and get 1 or 2 more quick contests. We got about 2 minutes left to play. A little buzz time trivia. Rachel is getting absolutely torched right now. I mean, torched. If you want a free prize, call now. Let's go back to the phone lines. Who's this? Larry, here's your question.
Okay, this is NFL. Charles Haley, how many championships?
3.
Nope, 5. Woohoo!
Oh, she's off the snide, folks. She is off the snide. How do you feel right now, Rachel? Hey, I need...
A little bit better.
Okay, she's feeling good now. We got time for one more quick contestant, 673-9398. And our final contestant, Buzz Time Trivia. And we lost them. They hung up. They got scared of you, Rachel. Let's go.
Whatever.
Let's take the other line. Who's this?
Weenies.
It's Dez.
Dez, here's your question.
All right, we're going to go to MLB. Joe DiMaggio, how many championships?
7.
No, 9.
9. Sold Joe short. Thanks, Dez. Good work today, Rach.
I closed it out strong.
You did make a little comeback after you started 0 for 3. I was getting nervous. I was getting really, really nervous. So.
It's like my NASCAR one.
Sorry for your loss for your grandfather, but thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you again next Thursday.
Talk to you next week.
All right, that's the buzz and a little buzz time trivia for you here on Sports Radio 106.1 ESPN.